The NFL Draft is nearing, and the updated version of the 7-round mock draft for the New England Patriots has just been revealed. Examining the chosen players brings forth various considerations about who the team ought to pursue and whether those selections meet expectations. A significant question revolves around which position the Patriots should emphasize during the draft. Numerous proposals have emerged from fans advocating for an offensive tackle or an additional wide receiver to support an existing player. Other positions like running backs and tight ends have been mentioned, but preferences vary, resulting in a wide array of opinions open for discussion. The Patriots have a total of 9 picks in the year 2025, though it is essential to note that there are no selections available in the 6th round. Still, 3 choices are present in the 7th round. Holding on to the 4th overall pick would be ideal. Many supporters have expressed that if certain top athletes are off the board by pick number 4, moving down could be a viable strategy to acquire other talents. Nevertheless, trading down might not be the wisest decision. The 4th pick remains advantageous, with ample top-tier talent to choose from, even if some favored players are selected ahead of time. There is an aspiration that the team can keep the 4th pick while a particular player remains on the table. The mock draft indicates prioritizing a premier player in the 1st round, the 4th spot during the 2025 NFL Draft, and this choice is regarded as the most favorable, irrespective of which side of the field it pertains to. Ultimately, the outcome depends on another team's approach and their strategies, which will determine if this player heads to the Northeast. The situation has become more intricate, as another team has significantly modified their draft strategy by making a noteworthy acquisition. The final choice concerning this selection does not rely solely on one person or an analysis from any specific source, as it depends on how another team makes its draft decisions. The recent addition of a high-profile quarterback has drastically altered strategies, thereby affecting the selection landscape. If this player becomes available, they're sure to don the New England colors. The urgency to select this particular player arises from strategic maneuvers within free agency, which have opened up various possibilities with this specific choice. The Patriots would greatly benefit from landing a standout player in this role. This player is expected to step in as a starter right away in the secondary, while also making significant contributions to the recently expanded receiving group. This highlights the importance of securing a versatile player capable of performing in multiple capacities. Imagining their influence within the receiving unit, with a top option already established, incorporating this new player can forge a dynamic offensive partnership. There is enthusiasm from this player to take on various responsibilities, and having a seasoned coach could be a perfect match given his experience in diverse roles. Visualizing a defensive setup that includes several key players poses a considerable challenge for opponents. Moving into the 2nd round, particularly the 38th pick, there is strong anticipation for the team to choose a significant player from a reputable program, aligning seamlessly with their strategic objectives. Assuming the 1st-round pick is finalized, the next priority should undoubtedly be to bolster the offensive line, especially by focusing on essential positions. There is a belief that a specific player could represent an aggressive and speedy asset, capable of effectively protecting the quarterback, with performance indicators from the preceding season bolstering this assertion. With considerable playing time accumulated, impressive blocking stats demonstrate a robust capability in pass protection. Josh Connerly is a fast and energetic tackle, dedicated to protecting Drake May, and his performances in the previous season truly highlight this. The PFF evaluations for 2024 indicate that he played nearly 1,000 total snaps, achieving a notable blocking rate of 78.1. His pass blocking greatly surpasses that of run blocking, and regardless of the position, whether left tackle, right tackle, center, or even someone who just brings water, if you allow a sack while fulfilling your role, this is the kind of athlete I'd like to see defending our 2nd-year quarterback, Drake May. Furthermore, he ranks among the top 5 offensive linemen, according to a significant evaluation, which holds great relevance for the Patriots, who have the 2nd overall pick. I recognize that this is not Will Campbell, Armin Mebo, or Kelvin Banks Jr., but Josh Connerly is probably the next big name I'd like to watch playing for the Patriots. So, do you want the Patriots to select their starting left tackle? I'd type Y for yes, as I believe free agency is becoming somewhat limited, and I'd rather have our starting left tackle be a fresh talent from the NFL draft. Now, in an unexpected pick at number 69 in the third round, we have Elio Mominer. Alec's choice surprised me, as I didn't really expect the Patriots to go for someone other than Sevon Williams. Upon researching Alec and reflecting on why he was chosen over someone like Williams, who has a profile similar to Tito and McMillan, I realized he has quite impressive stats from his time at Stanford. The reason why one analysis prioritized L over Sevon Williams is that the wide receiver position is an urgent need for New England. Finding a player available in that role would be a great addition to the team, which needs someone capable of excelling in short routes or facing tight coverage, and he truly is a robust athlete, standing at 2 meters 1 in height, compared to Sevon Williams, who is 2 meters 4. While 2 centimeters may seem insignificant, he stands out as a key player at wide receiver, and what he accomplished last year at Stanford genuinely impressed me, with a completion rate of 61 and 75 receptions on 80 attempts. He accumulated 676 yards, averaging 11 yards per reception, and registered 6 touchdowns, despite having 6 drops. This indicates that he will need improvement, justifying his selection in the third round. Overall, the team has Stephon Diggs and potentially Travis Hunter, along with an athlete like Pop Douglas. This means they are not entirely dependent on Alec. Still, if I were making the decision, I'd still prefer Sevon Williams, as he brings a dimension currently lacking in the wide receiver group. The team needs a player with that imposing size. Though they have Hunter Henry as a tight end, I truly believe a target with 6 feet 4 inches would be more beneficial for Drake May than someone with 6 feet 2 inches. It may seem exaggerated, but when analyzing their stats, the differences aren't as striking as one might think. The main difference is that Sevon Williams runs the 40-yard dash in about 4.8 seconds, while the other completes it in approximately 4.4. That's where the real difference lies. Moving on to the second selection in the third round, pick number 77, we have Princely Yuman from Mississippi. Various videos have addressed the correct pronunciation of his name. The team took 3 rounds to select their first defensive player. After analyzing several articles and watching films about Princely, the impression formed is that he fits perfectly into the coaching staff's vision. Over the past 4 years, he has been a nightmare for quarterbacks, accumulating 17.5 sacks in the last 2 years. Whether in college or youth football, having players who can sack the quarterback is crucial. Last year, our sack production was lacking, so acquiring a defensive player who is highly underrated in the 4th round, I believe he could become a good depth option in the future, possibly someone who can show his value more clearly during training, competing with other athletes. Princely stands out in the 4th round, and I see solid potential in him for contributing in the future, perhaps even making a name for himself during training. Therefore, I consider it a smart decision to choose him at pick number 4, should he still be available. As I mentioned in the text I consulted, this athlete comes with the mentality of not sitting on the bench. He is determined to earn playing time, working hard to help the team succeed. This is exactly the type of player the coaching staff tends to value, someone who seeks to develop while benefiting the team at the same time. For this reason, I see this selection as a decision that deserves attention, something I hadn't considered before being asked to focus on it. But I have a question. After prioritizing only offensive players in the first 3 rounds and then choosing a defender in the 4th, when would be the ideal time for the team to select its first offensive player, especially considering that 7 defenders were already signed during the transfer window? We'll address rounds 5 through 7 shortly, but first, it's important to highlight the team's magnificent color combination, which I really appreciate, and I hope everyone wears both red and blue in the stadium this year. I'm excited to share an opportunity. 30 Rayis for 2 t-shirts, meaning a savings of 25 Rayis compared to the normal price, plus free delivery. Just follow my link, and this will guarantee a great deal. Take advantage while the sizes are available. The link will be in the comment section. Regarding the analysis of rounds 4 through 7, it's worth noting that the team doesn't have a pick in the 6th round, but I see an interesting pattern emerging in the selections, with athletes from Ohio State. It's crucial that fans are aware of these connections. Also, I notice an emphasis on positions like safety, defensive backs, linebackers, and offensive lines, which is particularly intriguing given the current draft strategy. Currently, the team has a pick in the 6th round, and an interesting trend is emerging with players like Ransom Moore, Higgins, Hancock, and McLaughlin from Ohio State University. The priority seems to be focused on safety, defensive backs, linebackers, and cornerbacks, along with an offensive line player. It's surprising that, after the free agency signings, the decision was made to select 4 defensive players in the first 3 rounds, while only 1 offensive player was picked in the 7th round, which was the last pick of the draft. This pick is likely to be from an athlete who might not even make the final roster. While there are areas that need improvement on the defensive side, the demand for offensive reinforcements seems much more urgent, raising questions about the decision to prioritize defensive picks as the draft progresses. While some of these players may be waived without significant repercussions, there's a possibility of finding hidden talent in the final rounds that could be more beneficial for the offense. Analyzing the moves made by the organization during free agency, it's noticeable that there was effective reinforcement in the linebacker group and defensive line, along with the acquisition of a safety. While there's consensus on the need for more cornerbacks, there are younger players in the secondary, which raises doubts about the lack of focus on positions that truly need strengthening. It's important to have realistic expectations, as players of a certain level may not be available in the 7th round. But it's advisable to approach rounds 5 through 7 with the intention of selecting the best athlete available, whether a running back, safety, or kicker. At the moment, there is no kicker on the roster, and while a trade or the signing of a free agent is an option, developing a player selected in the final rounds into a starting kicker could also be a viable strategy. In the running back position, players are already present, and a potential hidden talent could emerge in the 5th round if the philosophy of selecting the best athlete available is followed. Given that some athletes are dealing with injuries, adding another player for the safety or cornerback position could be advantageous. Selecting 4 defenders out of 5 picks may seem excessive, especially after the recent signings of several defensive players. Additionally, with the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th round approaching, these picks could still be used in trade packages to acquire talent. It's important to remember that selections in these rounds are not the only opportunities for improvement. Trades can occur before the NFL draft. This leads us to a mock draft that offers a unique perspective. How would you evaluate this mock draft? A, B, C, D, or F? Considering the progress in the rounds, opinions are welcome. The draft is approaching, so updates are coming soon. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The rumor mill has been buzzing recently, and this one is sending shockwaves through the NFL world. Tyreek Hill, one of the most electrifying wide receivers to ever grace the field, is reportedly eyeing a move to the New England Patriots. Could the Cheetah trade his iconic Miami Dolphins uniform for the traditional Patriots red, white, and blue? With Hill's explosive talent and unmatched speed, this move could potentially be a game-changer for Bill Belichick's squad. For those who have been following Hill's career, the possibility of him joining the Patriots raises numerous questions. Hill has consistently been one of the NFL's top performers, having earned 8 Pro Bowl selections and a Super Bowl victory with the Kansas City Chiefs. In his 2023 season, he led the league with a staggering 1,799 receiving yards and 13 touchdowns, solidifying his place as one of the NFL's elite playmakers. If this rumor comes to fruition, the Patriots would gain a weapon that could drastically improve their offense. What makes this rumor even more compelling is Hill's recent frustration with the Dolphins. After a lackluster finish to the 2024 season, which saw the Dolphins miss the playoffs for the first time since 2021, Hill made waves with his public dissatisfaction. Could this dissatisfaction be the catalyst for his departure? The Patriots have long been known for acquiring players who thrive under pressure, and Hill's proven ability to dominate in high-stakes situations could be just what New England needs to return to championship contention. However, There's more to this story than just Hill's on-field brilliance. The Patriots' offensive struggles over the past seasons have been well documented. A high-profile player like Hill could give quarterback Mac Jones the explosive weapon he's been missing. Imagine Hill's deep threat abilities stretching the field while allowing the Patriots' offense to diversify and evolve. It would be an intriguing dynamic that could shake up the AFC East. As the days go by and rumors continue to swirl, the NFL world waits with bated breath. Will Tyreek Hill leave the Dolphins and join the Patriots? Or is this just another off-season speculation? One thing is for sure. The potential of Hill joining New England would be nothing short of electrifying. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see how this story unfolds, with the implications for both teams and the entire league could be monumental. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.